What up, world? It's your boy RD. This is Journey to the Bag. The question is, who will survive in America? Everything is up. Housing prices are up, car prices are up, grocery prices are up. Eggs are still high as hell. And the president said, quit talking about the damn eggs. Everything is up, except for one thing, the stock market. The stock market is down. Over $4 trillion just wiped out in the last few months. We are already lower than we were this time last year. So majority of the gains, the unrealized gains that we had from the previous year have already been wiped out. Now I took a minute to drop this one because I wanted to hear what everybody had to say about it. I wanted to get some opinions, I wanted to get some theories, I wanted to get some ideas on what we think is happening and where do we see this moving forward. What's up with the market? The theory is, seeing how the current administration is doing so much flip-flopping, we're gonna put tariffs here. Oh, scratch that, we're not gonna put tariffs. Oh, we're gonna enforce tariffs to this country. Scratch that, we're gonna give them a month. We're gonna put tariffs here with these companies. Nah, we'll give them a little bit of time. All that back and forth flip-flop action is causing a lot of uncertainty in the market. Businesses can't plan if they don't know whether their prices are going to have to go up, or if they're going to be taxed on the imported goods because of tariffs, or if they're going to have to change the way they do business with other countries. All of this fluctuation, up and down, back and forth, is causing some concern with investors, and it's causing issues with businesses. Businesses are struggling. Look, even Southwest had to start charging for bags. It's crazy out here. One wild theory I listened to was Trump is doing this on purpose. He is intentionally trying to bring down the market in order to bring down inflation and the cost of goods over time. Now, if that's true, that sounds diabolical, but let's think about it. Okay, tariffs. They are a tax on imported goods. So companies have to pay more to use materials or goods that they import from other countries. That tax typically is going to be passed on to the consumer. So cost of goods are going to go up. Now, if the cost of goods goes up, in theory, the demand should go down. And inflation is tied to supply and demand. If the demand goes down and consumers aren't spending as much to get a service or a good, then inflation should go down. Prices should go down in order to meet the demand. If we do this everywhere, it sounds like we could hit a economic depression where everybody just stops spending money and everything starts to come down. That's scary territory when you think about it, and I hope that that's not what the administration is trying to do. But if anybody out there has any more insight on this, let's talk about it, because I am here to learn just as much as I am here to share my knowledge and information with you. When I think about inflation, I think about supply and demand. It's almost like when I'm trying to get the new hotness, that new sneaker that Nike is trying to drop, but they only made so many pairs. When the demand is high, but the supply is low, those prices shoot up. Resale price go out the roof. But if they flooded the market with stock and it was easily accessible and people were able to just get the shoe, the demand would go down. The prices would go down. The resale value, the value of the product would go down. There's a lot of talk about trade wars. So if all of these countries are going back and forth, imposing taxes, tariffs, whatever you want to call it, on goods that other countries need from each other, then everything kind of falls out of balance. Everything tends to drop. The main problem I see with this is, okay, the cost of goods may come down, but the demand for food is not going to come down. You need to eat. It doesn't matter what the price is. We're gonna find a way to feed ourselves. Like, I don't see how this is going to help with grocery prices. People are going to be starving in order to try to get the price of eggs down. Nah, I don't think so. I think that there has been some maybe good ideas, but really poor execution. I mean, even with cutting the spending, we don't just fire everybody to try to cut the costs. We have to be tactful. We have to be a little bit more strategic. I cannot tell you how I would get it done, but I know that killing somebody's income off is a terrible way to stop people from spending money with the economy. I mean, I guess you can't spend money if you don't make it, but come on. We already don't make enough money. Income has not kept up with the prices. Income has not kept up with the housing prices over the years. Housing is becoming less and less affordable, but wages are not coming up. People aren't getting paid enough to afford housing. Eventually, everybody is going to have to rent, or it's going to be more impossible to own something. That's why I titled the video, Who Will Survive in America? If we don't make enough money to afford housing and the cost of goods is just going to continue to go up, and we're going to have to find a way to feed ourselves because somehow we're supposed to be able to afford ever increasing prices on food. How is this how are we going to sustain this? If you got any ideas, let me know. Drop a comment, like the video, share the video. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.